So since we already set up the all the zeros for the X, Y, and Z, so the first step we're gonna do is called facing. So basically we just remove a super shallow layer on top of your stock. So all that's that is just smooth the surface. So we are using a spiral path. So it's just going from the outside slowly into the inside. You can see it's a really shallow cut. It's only only 0.005 inch deep. So now you can see this is the finished stock. You can see this is the raw stock. Okay, and then this is the finished one. You can actually see the tool going this way and then going eventually to the center. So after you do the facing, the surface will get much more smoother. So after we finish the facing, we are going to do the actual cut. So it's very simple. You just have your .nc file, which is the G-code file, load it up in your USB drive, and then you put it here, plug it in here, and then you just copy all the files you need to the computer. And then you select the file you want to work with, and then load the G-code. And it's going to be showing here with all the codes listed on the left, and a preview of the toolpath on the right. And you can actually check all the dimensions from the XY range to the depths of your Z. And if you zoom in, you can see different layers of toolpaths. So for our case, the tool gonna enter from the center. You can see the helical toolpath here, and then it's going to get in here, and then it start to cutting around and then going to the corners. So right now it's getting to the outline of the rough cut. So since we have a fillet at the bottom of the part, so what it's trying to do is trying to create small steps and then do the contour for each step. So it's remove most of the material, and later on when we use a boring mill, we can create that fillet properly. Okay, now we are done with the rough cut.
We surfaced out our mold half, and then we did a rough cut, as you can see on Patrick's screen. So we need to reset the Z axis, or the Z0, because we don't have an automatic tool changer, so we need to manually set up the Z. So we're gonna walk you through that process, and then we're gonna start the machine and generate some, or I'm sorry, you can start machining some little details out. So we zero this Z axis out by this piece of paper, since we know the thickness of it, and we need to move it a little bit sideways. Right there. That's good, right? Okay. So we're gonna put this right here, and
slow down. Yeah, slow down. Okay, go to the fine one.
So as y'all see, I am moving the paper to see if the end mill has caught on to the paper. Yeah. Drop it down. I am stepping down the Z. That's still a lot. It takes a bit of time to do. Alright, so I can feel some resistance on when I try to move the paper, so that means that our end mill is touching the paper, which is touching our mold piece. So maybe a
little bit more.
A little bit more?
Yeah. Just a little bit more. Still. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Okay. So now we zero that out on our on over here. We zero the Z. All right. So now our Z axis is zeroed, but we still have a small gap because of the thickness of the paper. So we pull the paper out, right?
First, bring the.
Oh, that's right. We need to bring the tool back up. So page up.
Just go to continuous. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So take paper out. And I believe we go down to 0, right, on the Z?
Yeah, but first move out of
that's right.
Yeah.
So now we're going to move the tool out so that it doesn't interfere with our mold. And then now we're going to move down to the Z. It's going to be 0. Alright, so now our Z is at its 0 point, but we still have to account for the thickness of the paper, which is 0.004 inches. So we need to move down 0.004. So 2, 3, 4. As you can see here, it's negative. So now that's our true zero of our aluminum stock. So now we are going to re-zero the z-axis. And now everything is referenced, everything's zeroed out. We already zeroed the X and Y yesterday. We don't need to redo that for a simple tool change. And now we can hit start. But I want to bring the tool up a little bit just in case.
You haven't got error ready.
Yep. So just gonna move that over here. Okay, so now we're ready to machine, but we still need to have some coolant because cycle start and now it's gonna go through the D-tap or the decode tab.